I post a game every day until I reach 500 elo. I am currently rated 346. Okay, so we are going to do Caricon. And okay, so we have that happening. And I can come out here and attack that pawn, and I don't think it's gonna want to move, but all right, so let's move something out like this. And obviously he can always push that, which I don't want to have happen. And I can't go here with my mountie at the moment. I can push it up here. I can't put my mountie here either. So it's a little getting closed in, but we're gonna try to blow everything open. So if I push this pawn up here, it is protected by knight, so this should be what I do. And we'll find out what is happening in other news here. Because I do want to get this bishop out here, and I want to get this knight out, which this square is taken away from it, though we can always get the knights involved to get things happening. Okay, so if I take that there, then he just takes me back. So this is protected where it is. Twice. And if I put my knight here, then it would take one defense off of that. And if I try now to get something else developed. Okay, so if I take that right there, then he's going to take back with his bishop. And I guess that's going to have to be how I take it, because I have to get something happening over here. Okay, so he takes there. If I put my bishop up here, I will be attacking his, which is protected by the queen. I don't like to actually throw it way out there. Let's just put it back here. My knight has to go here, though, and because of that, so I'm gonna have to have the bishop somewhere a little bit out there at the moment. Takes me, and then I will take him back. Okay, so material is equal, and we're gonna get our other knight here. So this pawn here is defended, and I can try to get other defense on it once he brings that over, and it is one attacker, and I get my knight up here. Okay, so he attacks that, and I obviously can't take it back, so I come up here. With my knight, or well, I'm in check actually, so I can't castle, can't take it back, so that really messes me up. The only thing I can do is move the king. All right. So I guess that wasn't a very good thing to have happen, but we'll find out where it leads. And this pawn here, the knight's coming over here. And I need to get that rook out of there as well. It's not going to just be trapped by my king. If I put my knight here, I'm attacking his knight. I could take, and then if he takes back, it will obviously be taken by the queen. I can get somehow my bishop out would be nice. Don't like how everything is playing out here, but we'll just do our best with as much logical play as we could. This knight, if it comes here, is no big threat, so that pawn is fine how it is. It's defended, so if I go here and then he takes me, then there is only the queen as the defense there. But I could eventually get my bishop up there, so I obviously think that knight there is a little bit causing a problem where it is. It's attacking this, which obviously can be taken back multiple ways, so I have to kick that knight out of my camp. And pawn would be there. What can he do with that knight? Would he move it here? And then doesn't really seem too great. Wherever it goes, we'll find out. And I don't like how now I've manually had to move my king, so there's no castle. This knight would move here. And it would be protected by this pawn. Then what can it do after? Okay, so don't obviously want to just go taking, and then he takes this pawn, this bit knight. And I always like to keep my knights as centralized as possible, and that is good central square. I have very much development to happen here. This is not the way I play. I usually like to develop, but when you're attacked, you can't just allow the opponent to just see that, like, so it'll just be another attack, and that'll be on my knight. So if I take that, then he takes me back, and I do it with the queen. So right there, and just look before I commit my queen there. I don't want anything to be able to obviously take her. And we have this pawn open at the moment. This knight is protected by the queen. My knight can do what? If I take that pawn, so if he pushes again, then I can take. And if I move my bishop up, he's caused problems because, well, that bishop is actually on it, so Okay, that there. My rook over here needs to come out. So I don't want to lose anything, so do I put my rook here? It's going to be attacking this, which is undefended, and then I have to possibly put my king here, move my other rook, and then tuck my king back in. And let me just make sure everything will be pretty okay. So like this. This pawn here right now is attacked. It is defended by the queen and that bishop now. Okay. Oh, okay, that bishop is attacking my knight, which is protected. And if I do what I said and put my king here, and then get my other rook over. So if he takes me right now, then, oh, can I actually take him back? Well, I can because my king is here now. Because if he takes me with this queen, then my king takes his queen. So by accident, or whatever, trying to move my king into a better position to get this rook out, I've defended my queen from if... Wait, am I getting things mixed up here? Maybe. It's protected by the knight right now as well. He takes me and then I take him back. Oh, that's what I was looking at. If he takes me and I take him back, the queens are open. And my king is protecting that, and rook is protecting that there. So let's see how things happen here. Because right now, if that knight moves, there's an open file to his king for my queen, but I don't really want that happening. Okay, so he castles. So now we're going to do what I said and ring the other rook over so I can tuck my king in. And we'll put it as far over here. Get our king back in there. Even just right here, at least he's a little safer. So now with this pawn here, it is protected by the bishop and the queen. That knight is coming in to try to take some things. So if my knight takes, he has that pawn. I don't like taking pawns in front of my king, so that taking that knight almost does that. Though in this position, he's got this, and actually my king isn't even in there. So if I take, he takes, and he's looking at this. And let's look what I have here. If I take my knight and go here, I'm attacking his queen. And alright, so a lot is happening, and I had done things so that my king could go back. Now, do I actually think of doing that? I just have too many pawns there that are available to be taken, so I think I should just take that knight. Wait. No, doesn't work because that rook has to be on that pawn. Okay. So now that rook is looking there. My bishop can come up somehow, maybe, or so have to double my rooks. So if I put my rook up, I can start getting them doubled. And we have to watch that bishop. He's backing up that pawn, though if it moves right now, it's just taken. And my queen is looking at this pawn. So if there was another piece able to be in over there, that would be quite interesting. So he takes that with his bishop. So now we are going to start getting our rooks doubled here. Okay. I'm going to try to keep things off of a white square as much as possible. What has he done? He has moved that rook over, so there's another defense. So if I thought it was up Ontario, but I guess I'm not. Okay, so we're gonna go, say we go here with our queen, it attacks that pawn. And once I take that, it's attacking that. So is that even? I get some danger. And I somehow could get more things in here. I don't want my queen to be the first to take anything because then I just lose, obviously, exchange. So go here. It's not protected by anything right now, so I'm not going to lose my queen. And we have right now, if I take, and I should be thinking this, if I take, he takes back with his rook. I take his rook. Doesn't work out. So really look at this, and this pawn here can get advancing a bit if that queen wasn't in there. That bishop, I'd like to cause that bishop some problem. So if I could go over here, which I can't now. These pawns are causing my bishop a little problem. I can't take that pawn. Just getting stopped by everything. Okay, so let's start maybe advancing that. If I put it here, is that any kind of thing? If I put my rook here, it attacks that pawn, and that would put them in check there. This pawn can't go anywhere. The bishop can't defend it. Queen could. And I think that causes a little bit of a problem for him. Seeing as how there's two there. He has to think about probably this one first because I'd be putting him in check, so he might get his queen over. Like if he puts his queen here, then he loses it. And if he puts his queen here, uh, what's he done? He's done that. So let me just see. I take, he takes. Or do I think about what I'm doing here? I put him in check. So he has to deal with that first. check. Now he either has to move something in front or go into that square there. And oh, that is protected. Doesn't matter anyway, that there. If I take that pawn now and he takes me, then there's a bishop there. And if I bring my queen somewhere, okay, so if I bring my rook up here, okay, that's seems somewhat of a problem, but if I bring my queen here and put him in check, how much time do I have? Then he can't go here. So let's just see. I can't get my queen taken there, so let's give it a try. Check. And so he has to probably put a piece in front. That would be the only way out, which, because he can't go anywhere on this file here. And there, and I guess he has to put something in front, which would be the queen. I believe that's the only saving, I think. Okay, we'll just have to find out because his rook can't block it, and nothing can take my queen. So I believe the only move is the queen. Okay, that can go there as well. Okay, so then I can take that. And then it's check again, and check. Now something else will have to be put in front. That rook can't do it. So that pawn can't do it. It can, no, can't stop the check. I was wrong. That rook did do it. But I mean, learning these things. So he's moved his queen there, and then I obviously take it back, and it's checkmate. Checkmate! Okay, thanks for watching. I'm happy about that. And thanks for watching. I'm up plus 15. Bye.